How's it going, Charisse? It is midnight, and I'm getting to the third video for you. So, hopefully you've gotten through the first couple videos. Obviously, they're just really introduction stuff, nothing super heavy. And hopefully by now you're registered on Amazon as a seller, and you're ready to roll. So, the first two things I want you to learn are how to operate your Seller Central account. So while you're on Seller Central, I just want you to look through the different drop-down menus. Like, you don't have anything on there yet, so I want you to go on there and just take a peek around. I'm gonna do a small video with just a simple navigation of it for you, just so you kind of get an idea of what you'll use on there, because half of the features you won't use at all. You'll only use a handful of features. In fact, you'll only be on there when you're either A, changing your pricing on any products that you might have, adding more inventory or sending more inventory to your factory. You may be on there to check some business reports, but primarily you'll be on there later when you start doing some marketing or advertising to generate more sales. That's really honestly why I'm on there the most, are those things. Sometimes I'll update my numbers behind me based on my performance reports on there. Other than that, you know, there's a lot of, you know, tips and tricks that Amazon throws at you. You will also go on your Seller Central account to communicate with your customers, whether it be check your personal seller reviews or check your product reviews or answer messages. So, I mean, you'll spend minutes on there for sure, here and there. A lot of the time, you're going to find yourself on your phone. So once you've downloaded, see that little black app with the A? I don't know if it zooms in there. Okay. Amazon Seller Central app. That's what you're going to want to download onto your phone. That's where you'll honestly spend most of your time. Really, this is a mobile business. So for the most part, you're on there. You're checking your sales. You're checking your numbers. Probably you check your numbers throughout the day, every hour to start. It's kind of that exciting. So that app is great, and you can navigate a lot from there. You cannot do marketing from your phone yet, but you know, you can check your sales performance for the day. It'll show you the month. You can check your products that you sold, your orders that have come through. You can check your inventory. You can change your price on current inventory. On inventory that you don't have in stock, you can't do much from there. You know, other than that, what else do I do when I'm on my phone? You jump in. There's a two-way confirmation. So when you set up, you'll have to give a couple phone numbers, yours and maybe Dexter's, and let's say you want to log in, it'll send you a text or call you, and then you have to type in a secondary security measure, which is a great thing. What else do I check on here? Oh yeah, and obviously by that Seller Central app brings us to exactly what this video is about. And this video is about retail arbitrage. Okay, so I want you to learn how to operate Amazon Seller Central by actually sending products to Amazon. That's how I learned. While I ordered my private label product, I was working on getting better at using the Amazon tools that they give you. So the Seller Central system tools that they give you. I wanted to know how to do things like marketing. I wanted to know how to change my quantity. I wanted to know how, if I could change my listing details. And I'll talk about that stuff later. But I just wanted to know as much, kind of like you're super ambitious, I'm super ambitious. I wanted to know as much as I can so that when my product arrived from China to Amazon, 5 weeks, it took about 4 to 5 weeks after I placed my order. When my product arrived, I kind of wanted to be ready for everything, you know, and you can't be ready for everything, but I was pretty informed with Seller Central's kind of back end and everything I felt I needed to know. And I had good coaching as well. So if I had any questions, they were answered for me. And I also went on Facebook groups and started joining a lot of groups and participating in the different chats. So you'll find you'll probably do that as well. So like I said, this video is about retail arbitrage. Okay, and so 2 retail arbitrage videos I'm going to send you. The first one I'm going to send you is kind of backwards. It doesn't really matter which one you do first, although I did what I call your home retail arbitrage, which is really scanning books that you no longer need and sending all the books you no longer want that scan into Amazon. That's how Amazon started. Amazon started obviously as a used bookstore, and then they went into new. And Amazon for years was just in the book industry. Actually, that's all I bought from Amazon originally. This is going way back when all they did was lose money, lose money, lose money, lose money. They were a book dealer, and then grew into this global giant, 170 or 80 billion dollar company a year. So no one ever told me to do this. I did this on my own. So now, as part of my course, my curriculum, my coaching, I get all my students, all the people I work with, to do home retail arbitrage. So if you kind of look over there, that's my library. Okay, so I used to have about another 30 or 40 books on there that I scanned into my Amazon Seller Central account using my phone. Okay, when you're on your phone, and see if I can show you, and you're in your app. Oh, please zoom in. Okay, right at the top corner you see a picture of a camera. Okay, that camera, when you push it, let me see if I push it. Okay, brings up these sparkly sparkles, and you can scan every barcode with those sparkly sparkles, or you can actually scan the face of the cover. So I don't have a book on me, but I'll take this here. So this is a game I bought called Flip Challenge for like $5 at Toys R Us. Okay, and we're gonna give it to the kids for Christmas. Okay, if you don't, you know, whatever, if you scan the barcode and it's like it's not coming up, you can actually scan. Let me see here. You can actually scan the cover of the game, and those sparkles will tell you. Well, let's see if that zooms in. Ta-da! There it is. Okay, so it shows up 30,000 rank. It's selling for $30. Holy shit! Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta go to Toys R Us. So a 30,000 rank isn't bad for toys, and it's selling for $30. I bought it for $5. I'm gonna go buy the rest of those. Okay, good to know. There's 2. Okay, I gotta figure out which one's which, because one's a Hasbro, and then there was the top one. Oh man, I guess before, but see, there's the top one that sells for $9.99. That's crappy. And then there's the bottom one that sells for $29.99. So I'm gonna look into those a little bit further and see which one is performing. And I have software to do that. I can also click on the app and look into it a little more and make sure you cannot sell that product. So that one is a restricted one. And the other one is you can sell this product. So one is restricted, one is not restricted. I can't sell the that's so funny. So anyway, little exciting, but we will avoid it, whatever. So anyway, back to the video at hand. Two types of retail arbitrage: books You can sell used books online. A lot of people do that, and they're in the book niche. They'll go and buy hundreds of books for like 25 cents, 50 cents. Used books, 10 cents. And literally, like, I follow some people on Instagram that their room is stacked with books everywhere, like hundreds and hundreds of books and comics and you name it. And they scan them all in, and they box them up, and they have 10, 15 boxes, and they send them off to Amazon. So they're in the book business. Personally, I'm not in the book business. I want you to learn that. So if you have books, even if you just have enough to fill one box, again, the bigger the box, the better. This box, I'll show you, kind of Amazon box, I can hold in one hand. That would be considered like medium to small, as far as like when I'm referring to a big box. That's kind of medium small, as far as shipping stuff to Amazon. This box, let me see if I can get it. I got hats on it and stuff. Okay, this box here, these are actually returns. So I sent a bunch of stuff, and you can deal with returns. These are actually filled with returns. I haven't even opened them. They've been sitting on my counter for like, they weren't sitting around for like 10 days. You'll understand why eventually. So that is what I can consider a medium to large box. And the large box would be like wider. I actually have a large, this is what I consider a large box. Wait. Okay, so this is kind of what I consider a large box. And these flaps rolled over. So that's kind of large to me. So you can fill that up. It's a good size. The reason I bring up boxes is because, let's say you're shipping 4 of those boxes. It works out to be about $6 to ship a box using Amazon Seller Central's app, or whatever, using your Seller Central account. Doesn't have to be your app, but using your account, filling that box up, $6 to $10 per box, depending on how heavy it is, obviously. Which, I mean, I remember doing a video, one of my first 10 videos I ever did was me going to like UPS, Canada Post, FedEx, and with a box smaller than this, like half the size, literally, honestly, not much bigger than this box, maybe double the size, and asking them how much to ship this box. And they all quoted me like $30, $27, $30, $20. I'm like, what? Wow. Maybe it was a little bigger. Like, I'm kind of, but maybe 3 of those. 3 of those for sure, right around there. $30, $25. So then I went and did Amazon. I went through the Amazon app, because the Amazon app has an option where you can use they call it deeply discounted shipping service. And it's through UPS. It's partnered with UPS. And to ship with them, I had filled up boxes, took the measurements, put them in there, weighted on my home scale, put it on there, and it came up, like I said, it came up to like $7 a box. And in each box, I had like 30 things, 20 things, books, and loaded. So, I mean, if you divide $7 by 20 different things, it was like 30 cents a unit. Versus, in that other box, I had one thing. It would have been $35 shipping. It wouldn't. I was like, this, cancel the order. It's not worth it. So, thus those returns. Anyway, I digress, and I do that a lot. So yeah, so with retail arbitrage, bigger boxes, pack them up, then you'll use the Amazon deep discount shipping service that they have online. We'll get there. I'll show you that. I'll do a demonstration on that as well. So I went to the store today. So I'll show you retail arbitrage as far as going to stores and how that all works in this video. I'm gonna actually edit in some of the video I took with my phone. My wife Karen and I were at the dollar store. I said, Karen, come help me out. I'm gonna do a retail arbitrage video for Charisse and Dexter. show them how to scan things, and show them the photos of just whatever. I just picked 10 random things while I was in the store. I actually spent like an hour in the store. Normally I don't spend that much time, but I was roaming around, and obviously my wife's in there. She's buying books for the kids and toys, and I'm scanning. I'm like, whoa, this is a good one. Whoa, this is a good one. So I'm spending like $150 on stuff I'm going to send to Amazon. And I'll show you how to calculate the profit, and show you how you can kind of analyze what it'll be worth once it sells, an estimated value, and then an actual value once you do sell it. So other than that, watch the video that's going to come on. Hopefully this works out. Hopefully this edits. If not, I'm going to send you in parts. So stay tuned here. Watch the video of us in the store doing our thing, and then I'll cut back and we'll talk a little bit more about the details, and I'll probably narrate some of it as well. All right, talk to you in a bit, Charisse.
Okay, so the basics of retail arbitrage. You're going to be in a dollar store or in a store, a discount store, and you're looking for products that are cheap. Okay, so I'll go through a bunch of stuff. There's things like this, Guardians of the Galaxy headphones. In a dollar store, you want to look for products that don't have printed in price tags, that are external. From there, you want to then take those products and scan the barcode. So you want to scan the barcode using your Amazon seller app. So as we go through the stuff, come back up here. Okay, so take anything, for example, a toy like that. Every toy has a barcode on it. Okay, that's the barcode you're going to scan using your Amazon seller app. Okay, then when you scan it, you're going to get a pop-up, and it's going to display your seller rank, how much this product sells for, your fees, your FBA fees, your profits on the product, all that type of stuff. So you're going to spend 20-30 minutes, an hour in a dollar store looking at all these different SKUs that are available. You don't want things like these that you can't, well, actually this you can remove the sticker. Some you can't, some like that you cannot remove the price code on. So you see it's etched right in there, whereas something like this sticker is actually removable, because you're going to remove that sticker once you send it to Amazon. So when you're looking at products, you're looking at products that you can buy for cheap, that look like they're pretty popular and unique. Okay, then when you scan them in, you're going to check out the amount of sellers there are. So the competition is key. You want to make sure that the ones you scan in have no competition or low competition. Okay, so then once you scan them in, you have low competition. Once you find a hit, then you're going to buy kind of as much inventory as you're comfortable buying. So I mean, a product like this is $4, and I do know this is a popular product. So if it scanned well and looked like there was a bunch of profit on it, I would buy as much of the inventory as possible. So then what you're going to do is you're going to spend whatever. Your first trip, you might spend $100 on products. Then you're going to take it back to your office, and you're going to scan them into your inventory, and then you're going to ship them off to Amazon. Okay, so now when you're in a store, and it doesn't matter where you are, you could be in like Dollarama, you could be in Walmart, Target, Superstore, you're going to always see clearance items. So I mean, part of doing retail arbitrage is roaming around and trying to find things on discount, and it really is just product research. You're trying to find products that sell well on Amazon. So unique things like this, Tech One keychain. Tech One is actually a dollar store brand, so you see how it's etched in here. Okay, but then obviously Guardians of the Galaxy is not a dollar store brand. Super Skylanders is a popular toy on Amazon. Disney is a popular toy. There are like hundreds of sellers on this very competitive product. Angry Birds, I bought some of these before, scanned those in. they're not selling well, so some are hit, some are miss, even though they might scan. I'll show you the details on what to look for. But I'm in the electronics aisle right now of Dollarama. There's always a lot of gems in here. I found Sully lamps in here before. What else here? Lots of toys here. Okay, fans like this. Again, you know, something like that. You can't take off the price tag, so you can't. It's gonna be, you know, you obviously don't want to damage the package and stuff like that. I have found stuff that has etched in price tags that I was able to cut off and still make it look nice when I ship it to Amazon. So there's things like that that you can do. Okay. So
I think the snow you're gonna have.
The next thing, once you get all your stuff scanned in and you kind of went up and down through the dollar store, you may find items like this that, you know, are open or exposed. Things like that, you may be required to put them into a bag, that a suffocation warning bag or a protective bag before you actually send it to Amazon. So you got to be careful with exposed things like that. That is actually displayed or showing, you know, doesn't have a full carton around it. That type of stuff, you will have to bag it up. And there's a special bagging process that you would go through. I'll put a link in the description below. But retail arbitrage is really easy. Really all it means is you're just scanning products, looking for profit, something that's cheap, that sells high on Amazon, has a good profit return, and then the difference between the net profit and what you buy it at, there looks like there's going to be profit that you can make, and then from there you just want to make sure there's no competition. So you're almost essentially early in on the product. I know these lights sell fairly well now. Voltax obviously is a brand name by the dollar store, so you might scan that and not be able to find it. Let's say you scan a barcode and you can't find it, it's not coming up. You can actually scan the surface of the product too, and it may show up that way. So there's two different ways using your Amazon seller app that you can scan things and it'll show up on your actual phone. So barcode is usually what I go for first, and if the barcode doesn't work, then I actually will scan the product packaging itself. So those are the two ways that I do that. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scan about 10 different products in this store, and I'm going to show you demonstrations of which ones are good, which ones are bad. Okay, so I'll pick out a bunch of products. I'll just flip through pictures, so you're going to see pictures now, and I'll just point out the different things, and I'll probably do a voiceover on why it's good and why it's bad for you. So this will kind of give you a full demonstration of that. All right, books are always a good scan. As long as you can get them cheap, you want to scan all the books and see which ones rank the highest and have the best payout.
Okay, so now we're back, and this is hopefully continuing on from where I left off for you, Charisse. So you saw the retail arbitrage and just me roaming around a store with my wife Karen and scanning things, and we bought a bunch of stuff. And so now I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through the scans with you right now of all the items we scanned. Well, I'm going to go through all the items that I kind of screenshot, excuse me, and then I am going to review it with you just to give you an idea of what each scan entails here. So I saved it under here. Okay, all right. So I've kind of set them in order. They're not in any specific order. I'll go through them all right now, and I'll just detail for you what we're looking for when we're scanning. So the Angry Birds bomb guy. This was the barcode there. And let me see here how I can get out of here. Give me a I don't know what happened here. Give me a sec. Okay, so this is barcode. It was this guy right here. So, and I was saying with this guy, you need to get those clear plastic bags you see on products that have like in French and English, warning, this may suffocate your kid kind of scenario. Amazon just, it's a warehouse. I'm sure it's dusty, so they want to protect your goods. So with exposed products like that, the product itself is actually exposed. Even if it's in a partial box, but it's still exposed. I think there's like a 4-inch rule or something that they'll let you send without bagging it. But anything bigger than that, you have to bag it. You can get Amazon to do it. They charge 50 cents a bag, but they will also make you send it separately. We'll get into that later. But they just make you send it separately, and it means you may spend an extra $4 or $5 because you have to send it separately, plus the 50 cents per however many units. Now, if you had your plastic bag that was specific to that, and you could seal it up, and whatever you buy those for 10 cents, you can order them on Alibaba. I think 100 for 10 bucks or something like that, or a couple hundred for 10 bucks. So they're cheap to buy. Anyway, we will go to the next one. So when I scanned that in, the barcode did not register, so nothing came up. Does not have a listing for that. So in certain situations, I've never done it before, but these products all have barcodes on them. You can actually go and create the listing. You can actually make it from scratch, get all the information online, and create the listing if you think, you know what, this is going to sell. And actually, I have a product that, for the first time ever, I'm going to try doing that. That I was like, this thing is hot. I looked online and did some background research, and they sell well. So we'll get to that in a second. Okay, Far Cry. In the book section, I say books are good buys. Keep in mind, with books, there can be 1.5 million books, like a ranking of 1.5 million. You don't see that, but in books you see that all the time. So you'll put books up in Amazon. They will eventually sell, but it can take time. So books are good, they're profitable, but you definitely don't want to be sitting on stuff maybe that cost you, you know, however much to buy, and sitting on Amazon, and Amazon's charging you 4 cents a month for a storage fee. And then ultimately you don't sell it for 2 months. So keep that in mind. Or ultimately you don't sell it for 6 months. I still have some books from my very first book shipment there. And sometimes I'll just go Amazon, chuck it. You know, I'll just cut my ties. I made money off all my other stuff. I'll just cut my ties, write it off as a loss, and tell Amazon to chuck it. Now, when I'm doing book searches and scans, I am looking for certain numbers. So, when this book came up for Far Cry 4, I don't know which one. What one was it for? Let's see. This was for... it doesn't tell me what system it's for. Ubisoft, Prima, Official Guide, Far Cry 4. I don't know. But obviously here, they have different rankings. And I think this is the video... This is the book. So Far Cry 4 for PlayStation is a 751 rank. You know how high that is? This book basically is saying the moment it arrives at Amazon, it'll sell the next day. I even had a 5,794 ranking is extremely high. Okay, so this is the first scan you see when you scan a book. You see this. It'll show you all the listings with that barcode if you're scanning the barcode. Okay. And then you got to kind of match it up. Most of the time, one populates, maybe two, but then you got to match it up, and you got to match yours specifically. Is it Xbox? Is it PlayStation? Is it this one here, Greatest Hits Xbox One? It's not this one, obviously. So I have to double check that because I did end up buying this one because it's gonna sell. They only had one in stock at the store. Now, this first scan, the second thing you look at, Sharice, is you look at how many sellers there are. This number right here tells me how many sellers there are. That's your competition. The higher number, the worse it's going to be for you there. It's going to be super competitive. The price is going to be driven down. There's not a lot of friendly sellers on Amazon. Everyone's trying to beat everyone by 1 cent, 5 cents. And ultimately, the price ends up below what you paid for it. and you end up losing like $1 or $2 trying to sell it. So too much competition, I'm talking in the 30 plus, 25 plus range. Even 20 plus is a lot of competition. I try to keep it under 20. I really am paying a lot more attention to how many sellers there are now whenever I'm doing retail arbitrage. I really honestly, if I can get it below 10, I'm happy. Okay, so that's something you want to pay attention to. Notice here there's 26 sellers. Obviously at a 751 rank, I don't care if there's 26 sellers. I'm going to go in. I'm a friendly seller. I don't like to beat people's prices. I just like to match the lowest price. If 3 people can share the buy box, I'll talk about that later. The people who own the buy box are the people who get the sales. The lowest price owns the buy box. So if I just match a guy's lowest price and I'm the same as him, we'll go back and forth. I have one, I'll sell it, then he can sell the rest of his. But if I go below, I'm pissing off, and he'll drop his below mine, and he'll just drive down the market on the price. So this is a huge ranking, really good. 751 is, I don't think I've ever seen a product in a dollar store that had that low. Usually I'm seeing books in 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 ranking, and I do consider buying them. So, in books, not for all the other stuff. For all the other stuff, I try to keep it below 20,000, 30,000 in that range. Doesn't mean I won't buy ones higher if I think they'll sell. Okay, so that's the first scan you kind of see. This is the price. So at a glance, I'm looking at it and I go, okay, that's a great ranking. I'm interested. That's low sellers. I'm very interested. That price shows right now I bought it for $4. Probably the fee, the rule of thumb with the fee is $9. So $13. So it looks like I'm going to make just under $10 on that book. Plus my profit back. So I'll net 13, or excuse me, I'll net. No, hold on. Hold on. What am I saying here? Okay. The book is $4.50. The Amazon fee is $9, so $13.50 relieves a profit of $9. So I will net $9 plus my $4.50, so So I will net $13.50. It'll be able to pay myself. I'll be able to pay. Basically, I get all the money, so I'll get $22.40. I can pay Amazon, pay myself for the buy, and net $9 profit on that particular product. Now on this one, it's not much lower. It's only $19.96. So again, a good price to buy at. With a net of $13.50, I still would make $6.50 on that one profit. So that's a really good return for one book. I'm more than 2.5 times. Just 2.5 times what I paid for. So then we're looking at another book here. These are just a 10 that I kind of picked out. Mars Up Close. So this was a big book, huge, heavy, National Geographic, super thick. When I scanned it, here you go. Here's a common rank, 282,000. I decided, nah, I'm not going to buy it. Even though it was 26, I looked at the amount of sellers. I'm like, there's 23 sellers. I have some books already that are big and they're still there. So I'm just going to wait on those. I already got inventory there. I don't need to replenish on those inventory. I can do that anytime. I'd rather those sell first. Then I'll go increase my book level as far as how much books I have on Amazon right now. So this book here, go back, Silencing Eve. So these are all cool books in Dollarama, and I think you have a Dollarama where you are. That's a great store to buy in because they have a lot of brand name stuff. Okay, 357,000 ranked for this one, hardcover. This is another hardcover for $31. 10 sellers, ranked 57,000. So being that there's 2 listings, you have to kind of look into the detail. This is Silencing Eve, an Eve Duncan novel. This is Silencing Eve. So it just looks to me like 2 identical listings, but one is performing better than the other. Sometimes this will say hardcover, this will say whatever, it's like soft cover, whatever it is. And then it'll say audios. You got to make sure that you're uploading under the right listing for that particular product. Okay. So let's say you do decide, okay, this is the one, 57,000. Honestly, to be honest, I should go back and buy this book because there's only 10 sellers. That's my particular break even. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll go back and buy this book. Really good ranking for books. Anything under 100,000 is, to me, is good. It will sell. And profit margin at $31 minus $9 Amazon fee leaves me with $22 minus my $4.50 cost, leaves me with $18.50 on this book. Now, worst case scenario, I have to drop 10 bucks on this and get it more competitive. It still is going to sell. So let's say I want to take this and add it to my inventory right away. I would hit this sell button. Another screen would pop up. It would just ask me, is the book new? Is it used? What kind of condition is? It's just a drop down menu. You got like 5 or 6 things to choose from. And then you would just let them know what it is. So then once you do that, you just hit save. It literally is like a 60-second process to add it to your inventory. You aren't adding inventory numbers yet. You're adding just the actual listing to your inventory online. So now if you go buy the book, you can get on your laptop or on your computer. You can now do a send inventory to Amazon and add in the quantities of everything you have. And I'll get there. Don't worry about that. I'll get there in a few minutes. Or I'll get there on the next video for you. I never scanned this thing here. Some sort of kid's bracelet. So the first scan you see once you scan it is kind of quick overview. It tells you what it is. Juice tab. Create your own bracelet. Soft beads. It's in the toy section. The buy box price is $5.97. So right away I know that's way too low. It's not worth buying. So just to show you a little bit further, the second thing, so when I go back, okay, so let's say I like, okay, cool, let me look further into it. I would click this, push that with my thumb on my phone, and it will take me to this page. And this will show me a bigger image. Then it will tell me the low price. So what's the lowest price right now that's selling for on Amazon? This particular fee, if it doesn't say FBA beside it, it's a merchant fee. Okay, so it's what Amazon would charge you. It's the 99 cents. Okay, and then this is the gross proceeds. So minus Amazon is the gross proceeds. Now, I don't do merchant, although you could with this. You could probably stick that in an envelope and mail it for the buck it is right now, and you'd be good to go. But you still pay extra fees through Amazon, so you don't get the whole $4.97 minus your dollar minus your cost. You pay more fees with Amazon by being an individual seller. So I don't pay attention to this. I make sure I pay attention to FBA fees. I'll show you that in a sec. But right away, I already know at this price point, it's not even worth my time. I just was showing you this. Now, the other thing that I look for right away, so let's say I scan the product, I get here, I go, oh, this is a good product. I want to see a little bit more. I get here, I have to look at this immediately. Can I sell it? Selling eligibility. You can sell this product. Sometimes it will say you cannot sell this product. Sometimes you will buy something, it'll say you can sell this product, and then the next day it'll say you cannot sell this product. Amazon has the right to change things. They did that on those big LOL toys. If you go on my YouTube channel, probably a week or two ago, I posted a video on it. When I first bought about $1,000 of these at $100 each, I was eligible. Literally, just after trying to go all the stores like 2 or 3 days later, I checked again to go upload them all, and I was ineligible. You cannot sell. So the factory stepped in and did some stuff. Watch my video if you want to know the story there. But yeah, they kind of went to the point where they wanted people to go through submitting invoices and contacting the manufacturer for approval to be a reseller. So if they put a restriction on it, but again, you can still get approved. And I kind of said it earlier how I got approved, as I just send in the receipts. I didn't actually have to send in the approval from the manufacturer. So anyway, you can or can't sell it. This is important. Next up, I just kind of took a picture of these Disney toys. I buy these sometimes. I actually did a buy on a cool buy on these. It was a Star Wars kind of combo pack for PlayStation. So these are like a video game slash Disney combo. They work interactively with video games. So obviously they have all the Disney characters here. These are really popular actually. They really do well. They rank well. So when I scanned this, it ranked at 5,000, really low. Like I said, in the toys and really anything else in the store, to me, anything under 20,000 ranking is going to sell eventually. Something under 10,000, it has a higher volume of sales on Amazon, pretty decent. Usually 30 units get sold a month when you have rankings that high. Anything around the 5,000 usually has over 100 units sold a month. Okay, so then you look at the sellers. You go, okay, well, there's 11 sellers at 100 units a month. I just from experience know those numbers. You probably won't know those numbers for a while. So I would just go 11 sellers, about 100 a month. So about 10 units a month per seller. So if I buy 10 of these, I should be able to sell them all in 1 month. So that's kind of the way I go about it. Where do I get those numbers? Very arbitrary, very arbitrary. Doesn't work out all the time. I bought some books that I thought those numbers would work out, and they did. Again, it's the book category. It changes everything because there are millions of books at Amazon. So I don't really know what the numbers are on books. I would probably times that by 5. So what I thought was a month, maybe 5 months. It's kind of turning out that way. Anyway, so this is how many sellers there are. FBA offers. You can sell this product. The price point $12.98. So as soon as I saw $12.98, personally, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I like to see things around the $20 price point. 17 is kind of my lowest. Unless it's a really high number like rank, upwards in the 500, less than 1,000, I'll go for low profit stuff, just because I know it's my money at Amazon is better than my money in the bank, especially in that scenario where I know it's going to sell within moments when I send it to Amazon. It just means I'm making $3 in a day or two and my money back on what I paid for the product. So next, when I clicked in and look a little further into it, I see there's 22 sellers. There's 2 different options. This one is only $9 plus 3 shipping and handling. This one is $14. So I'm like, okay, $14, but it's a low rank. I skipped out on it because there's 22 sellers. I'm like, I'm not going to bother. There's just not enough profit, and I've seen these toys get driven down. The reason they get driven down is it may be 22 sellers today, but there may be 22 sellers just like me who are just analyzing, going, you know what? I'm buying it. And they all of a sudden 22 people send their products into Amazon, all of a sudden that doubles or triples. So that number all of a sudden becomes 40 or 50. So that's why I don't like to see it that high. I also know that in these stores, I can find stuff that is unique and has low sellers. I just did a retail arbitrage, not the one I did for this video for you today, but I did one a week and a half ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I already sent all this stuff to Amazon, all unique stuff, less than 4 sellers on practically everything, all had a huge profit. So we'll see once it gets to Amazon. We'll see. It is a Q4. Q4 is you're missing it, but Q4 is the big sale month, big money month. The next toy was Dory, these Dory bowling pins. I did buy this. So even though it's 126,000 rank, I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy this. I've sold Dory stuff before. They seem to move. They seem to move. So people are finding it. They're searching for Dory bowling sets, and they're finding it. So the price point was good. I spent $4.50 on the product, $22.89. So now, if you notice right here, it says fees with FBA. So I had already clicked in and switched it over to FBA. And so it's showing me, okay, it's a $10.23 fee. So $10.23 or $10.25 plus my $4.50 is $14.75 minus $22.89. Do the math quick. So about $8. about $8 profit on that I'll make on this particular toy, and I'm pretty sure it'll sell within a month, especially around this time of the year. Now the great thing is there's only 5 sellers and 11 new sellers. So I think there's 5 FBA sellers, which is what I look at, and 11 total sellers, meaning there's 5 FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, people who ship their products to Amazon, let Amazon handle the sales and everything of it. And then there are an additional 6 other sellers who are merchant, who buy the products, shelve it up, and when they get orders through Amazon, they will ship it out. So there's 2 types, and the difference is this, and why people buy from fulfillment by Amazon. And I've said this before on video. Fulfillment by Amazon, when you see that, or sellers like that, when you're a shopper, you see the word Prime. All those Prime people are sellers who send their products to Amazon. Okay, you only get the Prime badge if you're fulfillment by Amazon. And obviously the benefit of being a Prime member is like 2-day shipping, eligible for next day shipping, eligible for same-day shipping, all that type of stuff. The other benefit for FBA sellers is, Amazon does all the work for you. The other critical benefit for FBA sellers is that if you're an FBA seller, Amazon will allow you to sell your products for more than a merchant and still own the buy box. So, for example, merchant might say, okay, the best price by merchant is $22. Well, Amazon will let you sell for 10% more than a merchant. So an additional $2, so $24, and you will still own the buy box, not the merchant. So they give fulfillment by Amazon sellers a bonus because Amazon has to pay for shipping and handling, so it's a way for them to make their shipping and handling back. And it's just an extra incentive to me. So I'm interested. I click on that, and now I have a little more details. This is the ranking. Oh, actually, this is the first one. So that's the first one. That other one's the second one. Okay, and this is a random picture of photo frames. I don't know how I took that. And this is another random picture of me putting back. Oh, you know what this is? My videos. This is my video uploads. These are my video uploads. We don't need to look at those. Those are my video uploads. You ever seen those? And this is my Dollarama receipt of all the stuff that I bought. So I'm going to do a video for you. So you can see there's the bowling set. Some wagon wheels. Necklace. Plate. So these were the license plate frames. These were the headphones. I bought those Guardians of the Galaxy headphones. My wife got some Christmas ornaments, I see. License plate frame again. Figurines. I got a few figurines. Gloss art raisins. Idol figures. These are these little toys right there. Some of those. Fleur and White Goodman from Dodgeball. They don't scan. They don't make any money on Amazon. I just thought they would be cool for my background. And so I get to write those off because it's part of my office. Screwdrivers, some tools. So anyway, like that's just a receipt of what I spent. So I ended up spending like $150, $165 after tax. Got a bunch of books and stuff like that. All of this is all product research. Everything except for like the grill assets is all product research. At the end of the day, that receipt goes into my tax files and I submit that to my accountant. And these are all product research. I'm going to evaluate every one of these products, and if they're worth shipping to Amazon, great. If not, they might be a loss. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep them in inventory, and I'm going to see how they perform before I send them in. Not really. At the end of the day, what I buy for my kids and what I buy for my business, at the end of the day, that's my nature of my business. I'm in the product research business. Now you're indexer in the product research business. So that is I'm learning a lot about, all my expenses and everything I can do on that front. So and then I think that was it. Yeah, that's my last of it. That is my last receipt. So that is it. That's retail arbitrage in a nutshell. So, Charisse, what I want you and Dexter to do, or you can go do it yourself, is go and take $100, go to a store, go to a Dollarama, take your phone, get that all set up, and go there and scan stuff. And you don't have to buy it all right away, but maybe just go practice, go scan things, screenshot a few things. If you want to share it with me, run it by me. If you feel comfortable, listen, I made a shitload of mistakes. You'll laugh. Go on my YouTube channel, watch my original videos. A lot of that stuff I bought, I didn't know what I was doing. I had to screw up royally. I spent like, I bought 100 Jiffy pots, peat pots. They were $2, and they were like showing like $12 profit, like after everything. Well, lo and behold, like that was like my, like I said, you're learning this stuff. I want you to learn the back end of Amazon. So it helped me learn two things. It helped me learn how to send products to Amazon, how to work on a listing, helped me learn on all that stuff. And the other thing it helped me learn is it helped me make a mistake and not trust just the profit that you're going to make when you scan something. When you scan something, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If you scan something, you're like, this toy is like $15 everywhere in the world, and Amazon's selling it for $40, it's not $40. It's $15. Really. Maybe $19.99, but it's not $40 at the end of the day. So that's why seller rank is really important, because when you scan things, if you don't see the seller rank, it's blank, then what that means is that it's not selling at all. Okay, so keep that in mind. What that means is it's not selling at all. So you make sure that it has a rank, a number there, sales rank. That's when you know there's got some sales, it's moved up the rankings, it's situated somewhere, it's making sales. Then you just have to decide your risk factor on that particular part of it. So I know you're gung-ho. You and Dexter go buy $100 worth of scanned product. Scan as many as you can, and then buy the ones that are the best of the best. Buy as many of them as you can. Usually what I say is this: buy at least 5 to 10 different SKUs, not all one SKU, 5 to 10 different SKUs, so that when you send it all, you're going to see ones that go boop, 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 sold, and ones that are slow moving. Okay, so you don't want to just put all your eggs in 2 or 3. They may all be slow moving. You want to get 5 to 10 SKUs and see which ones are going out the door. Okay, then those ones you run back to the store and see if they have any more and buy all those up and ship them off. Again, while you sold out and before you go back and buy more, make sure you're checking how many new sellers are on there now, how many of them are FBA sellers, and then, you know, if you have any questions about this, run it by me. Chris, you know what, there's 10 new sellers but only 1 is an FBA. Perfect, that's great. Or there's 10 new sellers, 10 are FBA, stay away. I have a toy, these Skylanders. When I first bought them, see if you can see that, I'll just big screen this now. Okay, when I first bought these, same thing, they're video game associated toys, so they work with some sort of video game computers and everything like that. High ranking, like 1,000, ranked like 1,000. So I was buying them, I was selling like 5 a day at like $19.99, and I bought them for $4, so I was making $10 profit. And then lo and behold, I bought these for $4.50. I was selling them for $19.99. I was making $5.50 on each one I sold, and I was selling like 6 a day. So I went, and I didn't know what I'm telling you. I sold out like within days. I bought like 30 of them. I sold out within days. So I went around Vancouver. I went to about $8 stores, and I ended up buying like 200 of these. Like, and I ended up buying this style, this triple pack, and there were other versions of these. So I had like 3 versions, and then 200 in total. So 200 times $4. is $800 I spent, and then I sent like 50 off to Amazon, and then all of a sudden when they got there, I looked at this competition, and there were like 35 sellers. But when I first started selling these, there were only like 5. So it grew by 30 sellers. To me, that was insane. I was like, wow, what the hell? So what happened is, $19.99 now is, see if I have a screenshot. I probably do. $19.99 now is $11.65. So $11.65. I bought them for $4.50. Amazon's fee is $8, $12.50. I'm selling them for $11.65 to clear them out. I'm losing money selling them. I just want to make like some of my costs back. Like if I get $2 on each back, I'll still profit at the end of the day. But I didn't know how fast competition jumps on boats in this business, in this particular niche of the business, retail arbitrage. And dollar stores are where everyone starts. So that's why I like places like Dollarama. Ultimately, at the end of the day, are great, but you got to look for like products that have no competition, and those are the ones you want to launch. Okay, so I've learned that over time, and so I'm just teaching these mistakes that I've made. So before you go replenish your inventory, check those sorts of things. This video is going to be super long. It's about an hour for you, Charisse. So yeah, go buy some product and then get that stuff home. 5 to 10 different SKUs, scan it in, whatever it is, you know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how low that ranking is, but just try to buy the best of what you find. And then once you get that home, the next video is going to be how to take those products and ship them to Amazon. All right, awesome. Super excited to do this for you. This was actually a big project, man. Took me, it's now 2 o'clock, so this video was 2 hours when I started, plus the time at the store. And I'm totally having fun, and it's helping me big time. Thank you very much. We will talk to you in a bit. Bye.